Hi, I'm Steve. You're watching Gear Stuff and Things, and today on the channel we are going to take a look at and listen to this super cool USB microphone from the fine folks at Fifine. That's right, it's spelled F-I-F-I-N-E, but it is pronounced fine. Like girl, you so fine. Double fine. Fine. Anyways, let's check it out. Alright, so the Fifine K690 USB condenser mic. So I'm just going to give you my first impressions, just having taken it out of the box, as you saw. So it's really sturdy. It's really well made. Really, I don't know if it's stainless steel or just metal in general. Either way, it's very heavy. The base itself is extremely heavy. Feels very sturdy and reliable. You can obviously tighten it to keep it from moving. So if you're using it on a desk and you don't want to worry about it rolling around or getting bumped or anything, it's not going anywhere. That's some heavy duty stuff right there. And you can also take this stand off. Came with some adapters that you can put on a regular microphone stand, so you can just have it on a regular stand if that's what you'd like to do. But yeah, I mean, it's really incredibly well made. I'll put some little B-roll up there so you can take a look. But on this side, we have our polar pattern options and the overall volume of the microphone, or the output volume of the microphone. On this side, you've got the headphone output, and I believe this turns it on and off, but we'll find that out when I get into the actual plugging it in and testing it phase here. But first impressions, having just opened it up, really impressive, really sturdy, well-made microphone. This is the first ever USB microphone I've ever used, so I'm curious in general. The audio you're hearing right now is coming through the AirPods, but when we switch over to doing the testing of this, you're going to be hearing just the Fifine. And yeah, I think it's going to be impressive. I'm really looking forward to checking out the audio portion. So let's get into that. All right, so what you're hearing right now is the Fifine. It is set on the stereo polar pattern here. And for reference, I'm actually just plugging my headphones directly into the mic itself. So I'm hearing all of this in real time, which gives me a really great gauge of what I sound like and how the volumes are hitting my DAW. In this instance, I'm using Studio One, and it sounds amazing. It's, man, I've never used a USB microphone before, and this is very, very impressive for just the first take. So using the stereo polar pattern, we have some sound coming from here and from over here. It does a great job of separating the two. Really useful. I'm going to actually probably start using this for podcasts when I do live streams with my wife, because sometimes we share one mic when we're doing those live streams, and it's hard for the microphone to pick up things quite in the way I'd like, at least the one we're using. So this would be a great solution, because you can have someone on either side of the mic and really pick them up well. So let's check out a few more of these polar patterns, and then I'll give you my thoughts at the end here. All right, so the next polar pattern, which is what you're hearing right now, is the Omnidirectional pattern, and that's kind of covering everything around the microphone. This is more ideal for someone who's wanting to catch, like, maybe capture the ambience of a room. Maybe you're recording a guitar or a drum or something, and you really want to get the room vibe going. Great for that. Or maybe you're someone who's just like holding maybe a conference, and there's a lot of people at a table, and you're using this mic to pick up everyone at once. It might be a good solution. Might not be that easy to balance everyone based upon how loud or soft they talk, but it is an option, and this is something that's pretty cool for that sort of thing. I would actually like to hear this mic on an acoustic instrument to see what it sounds like, and if that's something you're interested in, I'll do another video featuring the microphone on some acoustic instruments. All right, so what you're hearing now is the cardioid pattern. So if you think of it in terms of maybe a cone coming off of the microphone. So it's basically just getting what's kind of directly in front of it. This is great for someone who's doing solo podcasting, or say you're doing live streaming, or you're doing some gaming. This is ideal if it's just one person speaking into the microphone. Really cool. Sounds great. This is very useful. Again, first time I've ever used a USB microphone. I'm highly impressed so far. All right, so this is the bidirectional polar pattern, which basically splits that triangle vibe thing here and then puts it back out the other way. So if you have two people that are talking at a table, you could essentially put this in the center of the table, and both folks should be heard pretty well. That's really useful too if you're doing podcasts. Honestly, this is an all-in-one solution for podcasters. Frankly, man, I'm actually really blown away by this. It sounds great. It's, yeah, I wish I had better words for it. just an incredibly well-made, great sounding microphone. And the fact that you're able to have so many polar options and be able to just reference it directly is really cool. You could also set up your preferences different inside of your DAW for your output to go to a different source. So say if you needed more than one set of headphones on the microphone, that might be an option. I'm really blown away with this. Highly impressed. I didn't know what to expect going into it. Having never used a USB microphone, I know that seems silly to think that maybe it wouldn't work as well, but man, it's great. And then for the price they're charging, I mean, how can you go wrong? And while I'm here and mentioning it, this mic is going for $67 on Amazon right now. What a deal. For all of this, if you're someone who is just getting into live streaming, you're just getting into streaming, on Twitch or something, playing video games, if you're someone who is starting a podcast or someone who just wants to record really simple demos and stuff at home and you need something for vocals or acoustic instruments, man, this is plug and play. It's its own interface. You don't really need a whole lot. Well done, Fifine. Well done. All right, so wrapping it up, this is the Fifine Studio Condenser Microphone, USB Studio Condenser Microphone. It is the K690. It is a very, very cost-effective option to jump into the streaming world or jump into audio recording if you've got a computer or an iPad or something of the sort. Very easy for you to just jump in and get going. They are running less than $70 on Amazon right now. Again, links will be in the description. Thanks so much to Fifine for letting me check out this microphone. I can't wait to just add it to my regular stuff here. So if I'm doing live streams, you're probably going to hear me doing it on this microphone from now on. And yeah, can't wait to mess with it more. And if you'd like to see another video featuring this microphone on some instrumentation, then please let me know in the description and I will be more than happy to make that video for you. So until next time, it's been me, it's been you. This is the Fifine. And yeah, that's it. Bye.